Hello, this is Prince of Somnia, and welcome back to more Let's Play a Pokemon Emerald, and this time we're going to be taking on the gym leader. The 8th gym leader, to be precise. Let's see here. But before we do that, I almost forgot, since... well, yeah. But before we do that, you may notice that, or in that brief shot of the Pokemon menu screen, Bahamut is level 44. And now she's level 45. Which means... it's finally time to evolve. Oh man, I've been waiting for this for a while. And now we have the almighty Flygon! Hooray! And this time, I remembered not to get rid of Dig. Anyway, let's take a look at Bahamut's stats now that she has finally become the king of the king of dragons that we know and love. My voice cracked really hard. That was embarrassing. Anyway, let's see. Nice attack stat. How does that stack up to... it's higher than your special attack, although yours is being hindered, Cassiopeia. Hell, it's higher than Electric's special attack, and he has no such excuse. Let's see. More attack than Swampert, although you're also at level 45, and he's at level 41, so that's probably not as big a difference as one might think. Still less attack than Aggron, but he has a good nature for it, so that's to be expected. Ooh, actually, speaking of which, before I move on, I almost forgot, I need to teach Double Edge to Aggron again, because I forgot I had reset almost immediately afterwards, so... still can't access that part of Sootopolis City, so I'm gonna hold off on doing more with this town until after I beat the gym, since I believe that's the condition. Anyway, yeah, let's teach Tyranno Double Edge, since it's the one that can benefit from the most. And there we go. There's no reason not to, since, especially for Rockhead Pokemon, it's a better takedown in every conceivable way. There we go. Let's go. Now, I've already solved the first 2 floors of this gym puzzle, but just in case people want to see it again, I'm going to show it off again. There we go. It's a slightly different puzzle in the remakes. Like, very slightly, so... well, I mean, kind of more than just very slightly. There are trainers on some of the floors, so... but that's really all there is to it. Let's see, let's go this way. Remember, you can step on a tile only once, and you have to step on every tile. Okay, yeah, I definitely screwed up just now. Come up here... fuck! No, I meant to press down! I will be the first to admit, though, the D-pad on the controller I'm using isn't the best in the world. I've had troubles with it in the past. I mean, it's okay when I'm playing something like Tales of Berseria or something that, like, only rarely uses the D-pad, if ever. But for stuff like my emulator, where I'm controlling it exclusively via D-pad, it gets to be a little noticeably bad sometimes. But we made it. Alright, let's see. I want Strike to go up first. I'm gonna do a quick save here. And now we're good to go. Did I know what? Oh. So you used to be the gym leader, then Wallace took over, then for some godforsaken reason Wallace left and left you as the next gym leader. It's like some sort of fairy tale level of passing the master buck around. Well, whatever. It's boss time against Juan. For some reason, the developers decided to make a completely new water-type gym leader for the 8th gym. I don't know why, because in literally every other version of the game, you face off against Wallace instead of Juan. I mean, I kinda know why, but, like, their reason for why is also pretty bad. I'll explain later. You'll see what I mean later. Anyway, first up, he's got a Love Disc, level 41, Swift Swim for the ability, Water Pulse, Attract, Sweet Kiss, and Flail. In the remakes, Wallace will have a Love Disc, level 44, Draining Kiss, Attract, Sweet Kiss, and Water Pulse. Honestly, if this thing survives more than one turn, it's because you're not using anything super effective against it. And even then, it probably will go down pretty quickly. Love Disc is a really terrible Pokemon. They basically decided, hey, let's take this Pokemon, give it crap stats in everywhere except for speed, give it an ability that boosted speed in rain, and let it learn, agility. To quote Smogon on that one. And that, to this day, is still my favorite, Smogon quote. Anyway, on a slightly more deadly note, Whiscash, level 41, Oblivious for the ability, so it won't get confused. Rain Dance, Water Pulse, Amnesia, and Earthquake. In the remakes, Wallace will have a Whiscash level 44, Oblivious for the ability, Earthquake, Zen Headbutt, Waterfall, and Mud Sport. Earthquake makes this thing a bit of a menace. And in general, I like to get rid of this thing as fast as possible. I can't say it's the deadliest thing on Juan's team, since there is something far deadlier, but I can say it's one of the worst ones. Anyway, switch back to Strike now. Cause up next, we've got Crawdaunt, level 43, Hyper Cutter for the ability, Water Pulse, Crab Hammer, Taunt, and Leer. As you may notice, all of his Pokemon have Water Pulse, and unfortunately at this point, since Rain Dance is in effect, that Crab Hammer is going to hurt a lot. In the remakes, he has a Wallace has a Sea King, level 44, Swift Swim for the ability, Waterfall, Rain Dance, Aqua Ring, and Horn Drill. Honestly, Sea King isn't much of a threat unless you happen to be below level 44, in which case he will one-shot you. You shouldn't be below level 44 at this point of the remakes, though. Hell, you're probably at level 54 at this point in the remakes. Crawdaunt goes down without any trouble. If you have Thunder, you can really easily turn his Rain Dance against him, because Rain will make Thunder hit. Guaranteed accuracy every single time. As a matter of fact, it might have actually been smart to teach Strike Thunder before I walked in here. Yeah, it probably would have been a pretty good idea. Oh well. Celio is level 43, Thick Fat for the ability, Encore, Body Slam, Aurora Beam, and Water Pulse. In the remakes, Wallace has a Celio level 44, Thick Fat for the ability, Encore, Waterfall, Aurora Beam, and Body Slam! So, yeah, basically the same move set. Completely. Except Waterfall instead of Water Pulse. As you may notice, Water Pulse is Juan's signature move, Waterfall is Wallace's. Which doesn't come as a surprise, since he's the one who gives you TM Waterfall in both this game and the remakes. Alright, so we messed around a little bit with some of those weaker pawns. Now it's time for the star! Kingdra, level 46, Swift Swim for the ability, Water Pulse, what the hell is that supposed to abbreviate? Is that Double Team? I hope to God it's not Double Team. Ice Beam, and Rest. And he does, in fact, have a Chesto Berry. He's using the Resto Berry strat, so he gets one free full recovery on Kingdra in addition to all of his healing items. Kingdra is a Water Dragon type, which means its own— yeah, it was Double Team. His only weakness is Dragon. And in case you didn't notice when I said his moveset, he has Ice Beam, so sending out my Flygon would mean that that thing would be killed instantaneously. So, yeah. On top of his free full heal in addition to all of his healing items, he also will spam Double Team like a mofo, which gets really annoying really fast. We may be here for a while, viewers. Unfortunately, Juan's Kingdra has that really stupid-ass combination of being both really hard to take down and really dangerous to take down, too.
In the remix, Wallace will have a Milo Tick with Marble Scale level 46, Hydro Pump, Recover, Ice Beam, and Disarming Voice. While arguably has a better moveset than this Kingdra might, it's still not as both annoying and deadly to deal with. This, viewers, is why Double Team is banned in most tournaments. Imagine your opponent doing that over and over and over again, pretty much ad infinitum until you actually can't hit him, and then he just wails on you and sweeps your entire team. It's also why guaranteed accuracy moves exist. Okay, well, tell you what, I'm going to switch to Cassiopeia. I'm going to use Calm Mind once or twice, and then I'm going to start swinging shockwaves at him since his evasiveness is so high, I can't really get anywhere with him. I suppose one way you can kind of get around his double team is with Rain Dance Thunder on your own. In particular, if you have Kyogre or Primal Kyogre, teach it Thunder. Its ability, regardless of which one it is, causes rain, which causes Thunder to have guaranteed accuracy. Of course, you could also decide not to use Kyogre because legendaries are broken. That's up to you. Can you capture any of the legendaries right now? I think you can, but I would really recommend against doing so. Although I think you actually have to wait until a little bit later in order to do it. Anyway, all we can really do at this point is just wait it out, honestly. There's a chance you can proc Fusion with Water Pulse, and if that happens, they'll just have to heal up a few rounds. Oh well. Now he's probably going to go for a recovery item right about now. So, or a rest. If push comes to shove, you might actually just end up getting forced to wait it out and have him use up all 10 of his rests. If you're particularly unlucky. And unfortunately, having a status effect on him doesn't help any because rest will override it. Well, so long as he's fast asleep, I'm going to Calm Mind a couple more times and see if I can't get to a point where I can kill him from here. And there we go. Well, he woke up now. Let's see if I can't get him now with good old Shockwave. Oh my god! That was a bit close for comfort. And we almost got him, that's unfortunate. He's probably going to use rest again. Okay, I'm going to go for Attack Potion. He's going to go for the rest, undoubtedly. If not, a straight up healing item. Yep, there we go. Probably even smarter for him just to go for a healing item, considering. There we go, Shockwave. Took it down to about half. He does a rest, this will probably end him pretty soon. I don't think I feel the need to maximize my special attack stat with Calm Mind by using a couple more rounds. I think I'm just going to go for the Shockwave. Get ready for a shock!
If I recall correctly, I think Sweet Scent lowers his evasiveness, so if he uses Double Team enough, you could just use that instead. Of course, I doubt you're going to have Sweet Scent at all, unless you've been grinding or anything like that. Anyway, we got him! Finally! There you go. Oh, thank you. Oh, well, fuck you. Is spamming Double Team and Rest to annoy your opponents to death, what you call elegance? Because I'm also pretty sure there's some sort of clause that violates. What are you trying to do? Is that a strategy that's meant to wait out the battle timer until you force a draw or something like that? Well, whatever. We get the Rain Badge. We also get the ability to use Waterfall, of course. And the TM03 Water Pulse. In the remakes, I do believe Wallace actually gives you Waterfall outright, right here, so that's pretty handy. Anyway, there we go. Take a good look at that gym leader, viewers. One last look. Okay, I couldn't resist, I'm sorry. And that's it! We have all 8 gym badges in the Hoenn region. If you just take a look here. Yep, there we go. Man, I can't believe we've already come this far in the LP. Seems like just yesterday when I was... No, I can't even make a joke like that. It was definitely not just yesterday that this LP started. This LP started in fucking October of last year. It's been over 6 months. I am so sorry that it's been this long, but oh well. Oh, by the way, once you pass the story climax in the remakes, that is defeating Primal or Groudon or Primal Kyogre, you actually get access to just about everything you can do in the post-game, barring the Delta episode. That includes the National Pokedex, should you choose to go back to Professor Professor Birch's office, or lab. And you can do pretty much everything you want. Other than, of course, the Delta episode and the Battle Island, or whatever it's called. So, yeah, explore to your heart's content, viewers. Oh, well, thank you. Whalmer doll? More like a Failmer doll. No, no, no. If anyone's a Failmer, that would be me. Huh. I suppose so. Sootopolis City is another one of those really unique cities in Hoenn. Yeah, I don't have a Lotad, mate. Sorry. Sorry I can't whip out my big Lotad. No, I don't have my my C-Dots with me. I don't have my big C-Dots, and I don't have my big Lotad either. Although, really, I think my Lotad is... Okay, no. I'm gonna cut that innuendo off right there. Ooh, some secret treasure! Well, I suppose in Black and White 2 there is an underwater stroll section. I love that they went out of their way to add the marine tube, though. Like, it's completely unnecessary, but it's really, really pretty. Just one of those extra details, you know? Well, that's strange. I could have sworn the guy I was thinking of was somewhere around here. I'm looking for someone who either gives you a TM or is a move tutor. One or the other, I can't remember which. But yeah, like I was saying, Sootopolis City is like a really unique place since, you know, it's an old volcano that's been since filled with water and then people just built houses in the crater. I mean, who would think to do that? It's also got a sort of Ilios vibe to it for some reason. Now arriving in Sootopolis. Nah, you're just imagining things. Are there actually, like, white stone volcanoes around in the world? Like, literally just alabaster colored sort of a thing? I don't know. I'm guessing that connection has something to do with the super ancient Pokemon, then. Well, yeah. Probably. I imagine that at least 7 people on the internet are my fans, since they are subscribed to me. I could have sworn. Maybe it was just in Pokemon Ruby and... oh, wait. Haha! Here he is! This would be TM31 Brick Break. Basically what it does is that it's a pretty decently powerful fighting type move. I think it's like 75 base power, something like that. Maybe not the most absolutely stellar fighting type move in the game, but it's certainly nothing to sneeze at either. But in addition to that, if an opponent has used Light Screen or Reflect, it not only shatters that effect, but it also deals bonus damage on top of that. It's pretty damn useful, actually. I think... My thought was to teach it to Kip, and I think I'm gonna stick with that, but Belch isn't that terrible of an option either. Let's see. Either of them particularly resisted. You're also kind of not resistant to that either. I can't think off the top of my head of a particularly good type advantage, and... I suppose teaching it to Belch would make Belch a little bit more versatile, and that's honestly something I'm a pretty big fan of. Yeah, okay, let's teach it to Belch. Let's see. I think I'll honestly just get rid of Screech. I'll hold on to Sludge for just a little while longer. I want to get rid of Screech, though. I thought about overriding Bide on Kip for it, but having thought about it, I think I do want to give it to Belch. Maybe I'll come to regret that decision, I don't know, but at least I'm not overriding something stupid like Dig, so... well, whatever. Anyway, now that you've defeated Juan, or I guess Wallace in other versions, you're pretty much free to do, well, whatever you want to be honest. Your next destination, if I can pull it up on the map, your next destination is over here to Evergrande City. It's the last city we haven't been to yet, and it's where the Pokemon League is, so if we want to, we could go on to finish that, but there is something I want to do before we go there. I'm gonna fly over to Dewford Town and show you what I'm talking about. Back here on the abandoned ship, if you remember, there was a room, or a place we couldn't access in here because we lacked the ability to go diving. Well, now that we have the HM Dive, we can realize that I actually left Sharpedo behind and therefore wasted my entire time in actually trying to come back here. Back in the abandoned ship, if you recall the last time I was here I said that there was somewhere else we could explore, but we couldn't do that quite yet because we didn't have Dive. But now we do have Dive, and I also remembered to bring Sharpedo this time, so we can actually go exploring. There's no Pokemon in the undersea section of the abandoned ship, nor is there really much of anything in the abandoned underwater section of the abandoned ship, really. But it does lead you to this secret area. And we've got a little bit of a puzzle here. Let's see, as you notice, there are a few locked doors, and when you go into a door that isn't locked, you see something shiny. Usually, that will be the room key that you need to unlock some other room. So basically what we're going to be doing is going into each room, getting the keys that belong to those rooms, and exploring the rooms as we go along. So that was the room 1 key. We can open this door here. Let's see, we've got a sparkle over here. The room 4 key, which means the other one is probably just trash. Yeah, it's bright and shiny, but it's just trash. And the TM for Rain Dance. By the way, in the remakes, since Seamallville and the abandoned ship are completely different areas, this puzzle doesn't really exist. You still do need Dive in order to explore all of Seamallville, but there's also considerably less of stuff to explore in Seamallville in the first place, so, oh well. Let's see, we've got one in the trash can. And we've got one here, and I think one here. Ironically, the only one that isn't trash is in the actual trash can, but whatever. Alright, room 6 now. Let's see, there's nothing in here. Let's see, and if we go in here... Oh, right. I know what we need to do here. You can only access the room from room 6, but if you walk into the door in room 5, you'll see where all the shinies are. Let's see. Yeah, that's just trash. Okay, that's the only one I remembered. I'd imagine the item finder could probably help you out here, but I kind of want to just do this as intended. Make sure everything is working as intended. Ah, crap. There we go, the room 2 key. Alright. So of course room 2 is the last room we haven't explored, and it has what we're looking for. The scanner! Now what is the scanner used for, you might ask? Well, who the hell knows? Well, I'll just tell you who the hell knows. We're gonna have to go back to, where do we have to go back to again? We either have to go all the way to Slateport City, or we have to go to the top area of this place. I'll just meet you where I meet you. Haha! Oh, well sure! Alright, yeah, so we need to deliver it to Captain Stern. I think that guy was actually looking for the scanner earlier, so yeah. Okay, I'm back in Slateport City. Let's give him the scanner. He will let you choose between a deep sea tooth or a deep sea scale. It honestly doesn't matter which you pick unless you're planning on using either Gorobus or Huntail, the evolutions for Clampearl. And in either case, the bag is full. No, but in either case, you have to trade to evolve them, and I can't do that because of the way I'm recording this game. Well, okay, I can do that, but I don't really want to go through all the effort of setting that up right now, so no, I can't do that. Let's try that again. Give me your tooth or scale. I don't care which. There we go. The deep sea scale. Alright. Yeah, I think I'll call it here. Alright, so there's still one more side quest I want to get done before we move on to Evergrande City and the Pokemon League, but that one's probably going to take an episode in and of itself. So I think in the next episode of Let's Play Pokemon Emerald, we'll start looking for a certain trio of Pokemon. See you guys then!